Alright, shut up! Wow, it's so nice to be here, finally seeing my little special boy Mango marrying his beautiful wife, the emotional support demon, who's stealing my one true love, my special boy. I'm just kidding, of course. But all you other boy moms out there, you can really relate to like giving birth to your one true love. My husband Greg knows that he's in second place. Fuck you, Greg. That's my one true love right there. Courtney, emotionally, if you hurt him, I'll shank you in your sleep. Yeah, but you know, no one understands what it's like to be a mom and losing your first love. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine. Man, I love weddings. They really get them juices flowing, huh?
Well, good evening, laddies, lorkers, and horkers, and welcome to the Click. Oh, you smell absolutely astounding today, and don't let anyone else lie to you and tell you otherwise. Now today, we're looking at a trend that makes the old eldritch horrors themselves shiver in absolute cringe. That is right. Boy moms. It's like a bit of an offshoot of Insane Parents, isn't it? It's quite funny. It's like moms that get weirdly obsessive and kind of very emotionally incesty with their sons. And we are here to discover this beautiful phenomenon together. Enjoy. Mwah.
Realizing as a boy mom, I'll be the one buying the $60 hoodie that someone's daughter will wear home. Yeah, Courtney, you little sloot bag gold digger, that hoodie you're wearing cozily on a Sunday, I bought it for him, the one and only woman in his life. How dare you?
By the way, hoodies out now. Get them. Link in the description. And we got the Halloween plushies as well, so pick them up along with the hoodies. Link in the description, baby. Tell me you're a boy mom without telling me you're a boy mom.
Later, babe.
Bye, I love you.
See ya, brah. Bye, mommy.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Yeehaw, Cletus. In this household, we spank everybody. We spank the children as punishment, and we spank the housewife goodbye. As a nice old traditional household. When your son thinks he's slick on Snap, thinks he's in love with her, but it's actually me on my fake account, cause you can't play a player. Nothing says loving mother quite like catfishing your own son, cause he needs to know what it's like to have his heart broken, so he learns that there is no other true woman for him than me.
Speedrunning family trauma. This isn't passing down generational trauma. This is like building it from scratch up. This is great. You know, there's such a concept as generational trauma, but this seems more like kind of min-maxing it to make sure that your child has the most trauma in your entire, like, family bloodline. Oh my god, woman. Tinder profile, 45. I think we have to censor that, but why is she kissing a little boy? That's not good.
Born and raised a country Florida girl, graduated from Blorp. I have a little boy that is all boy. He takes protecting his mama very seriously by hunting.
Hunting what? Oh my god, this is so uncomfortable, man. Like, I don't even know what kind of jokes to make about this. Like, usually you can talk about, like, oh, when there's kids in the picture, you have to always compromise a bit when it comes to dating, right? Because the kids come first. But in this case, you are actually competing with the kid for the lady you're potentially dating. Okay, that's kind of a good joke. It's not even a joke, it's just true. What the f***?
I'm gonna want to take a photo shoot with my little Spider-Man.
Here it is again! Oh my, don't...
Ah! This mama bear looks so young. They think I'm my little 7-year-old's girlfriend because I look so young. Oh my god, it's the Botox. So much fucking Botox, girly.
I have officially lost my brainicles.
We have got all boys. And my husband and I regularly comment to one another, who needs a daughter when you've got insert name on whichever son is currently causing or experiencing stereotypical girl behavior. The only thing we're discovered is that we're really missing out when we visit doctors, parks, and family get-togethers where girls are present. Is the freaking ear-piercing screaming. What the frick is it with little girls and screaming while playing? I don't remember screaming like that when I was a young girl. Sweet lord, people, please teach your daughters that screams are for dangerous moments, not happy ones.
I think nature did little girls solid by not giving you folks the opportunity to have them. What the frick is it with little girls and screaming while playing? Screaming isn't gender specific. Children make noise. Yeah, I've seen plenty of little boys and girls screeching when they're playing and having fun. Like, I have a friend of mine who has twins who are like 3-4 years oldish, and they're super fun. And when you like chase them around or like toss them around or go on like a bouncy trampoline or something, oh my lord, they do screech in a choir, don't they? It's absolutely astounding. So no, this isn't very gender-specific behavior at all. It's just kids having fun. Born to be your lover. What in the actual fuck? 84,000 likes. Well, it's good to see at least that TikTok isn't endorsing this kind of weird shit. Maybe in another life, pink heart emoji. Words can't describe how much I love you, Hayden, and how I am so proud to be your mother. At Hayden, you're tagging your son in your weirdly little... Okay, that's great for everyone. We share tons of memories together, and sometimes I wish I was your lover. My fault for making you attractive. Love you, son. Hashtag boy mom... Oh my god. Oh my... No, it keeps going. Oh, fucking hell, man. Forced to be your mother. Oh, so the caption is like, born to be your lover, forced to be your mother. Isn't that just beautiful? It reminds me of a post I read a while ago where someone believed that there was their son's lover in like a past life. Or something like that. Like, you're allowed to believe what you want, but when it crosses into that kind of threshold, I'm gonna be really weirded out about it and question your intentions, whether you should have children or not, because dear fucking god. Now imagine if a dad posted this about his daughter. Ooh, born to be your lover, forced to be your father. Yeah, like CPS would be called within 5 minutes, and for good reasons. It's insane how endorsed this is on social media, although I am assuming it has 84,000 likes and 26,000 comments, which means a lot of comments per like. So I'm hoping that some of those comments are grilling this, because that's weird as hell. Can't wait to ask my son, who's this ugly girl on my couch? The generational trauma doesn't stop with me. It starts with me, kiddo! Well-adjusted parenting. Ooh, the comments are grilling her. This is good. Or you could be normal. Or just stop the generational trauma and go to therapy. Yeah, this is the opposite of stopping generational trauma. This is like starting it, maximizing that sweet generational trauma. I am so glad they're eating you up in the replies. Why traumatize a son who is openly trying to have you be a part of their romantic lives, and also traumatize the potential future girlfriend, right? Like, you're calling her ugly, probably at an age where people are typically like a bit insecure and figuring themselves out and stuff. And you're also making sure that, what, your son is gonna be lonely and he has a girlfriend that runs home crying because you're like roasting his girl? Jesus Christ. You really don't have to pass on what was done to you. Oh, you're gonna be one of those old bitter ones, huh? What if he replied with, but she's more beautiful than you? Yeah, I hope the son has the sass to roast her back if she actually goes through with this. Goddamn, Twitter, you posted yet another nugget, didn't you? For those who say there is no Prince Charming, I have one, and he calls me Mom. Look at this, like Disney princesses with little prince that is probably like AI generator or something. Isn't that beautiful? 12,000 likes! Wow, Facebook! You've done it again! Yes, bitch! You know what's so beautiful with videos like this? I scroll through a lot of weird content online to make videos like this, but on occasion you encounter a topic where the contrast just leaves you absolutely flabbergasted, and every other topic seems like wholesome and sweet and heartwarming in comparison. Yes, indeed. It's like shitting in a gold toilet. You know, you have the brown poo smeared on the sides and the rest is just shiny gold, and somehow it looks even shinier when it's smeared with poo. That's how I feel about this video. Ooh, there are comments under this one. This seems a little too much like a Sigmund Freud issue, and romanticizing your children like this will cause issues in the future. Yeah, it's very Freudy, isn't it? Of course I love my kids, but my spouse is my prince who I found and chose and always will. Love comes in different shapes and sizes. I would say that I love the people in my family, for example, but it's a very different kind of love than for the person that I make love to. It's a very distinct difference. Distinct difference! Are you just in such a bad relationship with your partner that you have to look to your kids to fill that role? Because that is unhealthy and sad. Oh, is that what it is? Like it becomes emotionally incesty? Because the relationship itself that is supposed to be the fulfilling adult relationship in this context is not fulfilling enough, so they seek it out in other sources, which happens to be whichever person is close enough, which when you have small kids is usually the kids. That's incredibly dark. Oh my god.
Legal-ass mother/son marriage.
Okay, that's a nice shirt to wear in public. Dear God, I've seen my fair share of shitty shirts in public, but this is definitely in like the top 3 or so. I also wonder what the context is, right? Because I'm pretty sure this is a dude, right? So this isn't a mom wearing the shirt, but he also looks like kind of old, and I'm not sure his own mother would be alive. So like, who is he wearing this shirt for? That's the most fascinating part.
When you realize you're going to have to share the love of your life with another woman one day, because he's gonna get married. You know, there is an easy solution to this, Courtney. You just move in with them and you can have him every second day. Because he never really truly stops becoming your one true love. And his future wife needs to understand that. That he comes with a with a package deal. A really weird package deal.
Oh man, in this family we love emotional incest. It's so wholesome.
POV, your son is a lover boy.
Jesus fucking Christ, there are so many calls that need to be made to CPS. What's with all this, like, what's with all the kissy pictures? This is insane. The amount of censoring I have to do in this that is just public on TikTok for whatever cursed reason is nuts.
It keeps going. POV, your son is a Stop this! Stop!
You know, I think one really important thing is to teach your kid what is right and wrong in terms of physical contact. That doesn't mean you have to give, like, your 5-year-old a sex ed spiel, but, like, the basics of, like, ooh, if someone touches you here and here, that is wrong, and tell a trusted adult about it, right? Because having those kind of boundaries is very healthy, and it makes sure that your kid actually reports something if someone in their vicinity is being really weird and creepy, right? Stuff like this, I feel, does the absolute opposite of that. It's normalizing things that can be very, very exploitative in the wrong context. I get such weird vibes from this man.
There is something about the boys.
No.
There is, and I'm trying so hard to not be that boy mom, but why does he love me so hard? Like, oh my God! I've got my sweet girl and my twin boys, but my boys have a different type of love for their mommy.
Is that because you're establishing a really unhealthy relationship with your boys compared to your daughter, so your daughter becomes pretty much neglected, and you're using your boys to fill some kind of emotional hole that you feel because your relationship with your husband isn't working? Is that what's happening? I'm starting to get the feeling that might be like the common denominator in these comments, because oh my God.
Hi mamas, what do you do when your beautiful baby boy, only 19, wants to start dating? I was his first love, and I just can't imagine another girl. It is hard. Oh yes, the healthy mama bear reaction. You know, fellow mominators, just make sure that the new girl also breastfeeds him properly so he gets his nutrients. Then you can leave him up for adoption to his wife. With a good conscience. Fucking hell, man. When it suddenly hits you that Christmas and major events are limited with your boys because they will grow up and have a family of their own and you will be a grandma on the dance side. 200,000 likes!
Okay, like, I can totally understand the feeling, for example, of like, oh my God, my kids are heading off to college, and all of a sudden, the house feels kind of empty. Like, that's very natural. That can happen in multiple chapters of life, whether it's like breakups, or kids growing up, or like moving places, or whatever. Like, changes can feel weird, and sometimes life can feel empty when you're still in that transitional phase. I think that is perfectly understandable. Although I'm not sure if this is healthy. I think it's better to be like excited about it as well. It's like, man, this particular thing can feel a bit like off and quiet compared to how it used to be. But on the other hand, there's also gonna be more people and extended family and potentially grandkids and like all kinds of fun stuff. Like, it expands and becomes more fun as well. So I don't know, man. I think this is the wrong attitude to have about it. Like, I get the feeling of having an empty household when stuff changes, but I don't think this is the attitude to have either.
There is a special kind of sweetness only boy moms understand. Oh boy, here we go. It's the cars and the dirt, the dinosaurs and bikes, the sweaty sports gear and fourth helpings. It's the eye that searches for you, the head on your chest, the muddy kisses, the I love you, moms. This is the love of your life.
You need to spend more time with other adults, man. Holy shit. POV, the toxic boy mom who's overly obsessed with her son.
She trapped my baby boy! They've only been married for 7 years and he's only 36 years old! He's too young to be a father! And I'm way too young to be a grandmother!
The 36-year-old minor. Oh no!
Younger than his ugly wife! People think I'm 30! My mama heart is so broken because I just know that this was a part of her sick and twisted plan. She wanted him all to herself and now he's stuck with her for at least 18 more years. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make together. That baby should be ours. Everyone, please leave a comment and tell my son I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm the one that put him on this earth, and he should be putting me before his wife.
It really do be like the constant crying is so on point and impressive.
No, but this actually sounds like something a toxic boy mom would actually rant about.
I'm guessing she's talking about her real-life mother-in-law. Oof. Yeah, I think she's actually crying. This seems personal. That's a filter. Really? That's wild. It looks totally real. Oh yeah, if you keep a look on like the left side cheek, you can see the exact same tear rolling down a couple of times. Although to be fair, it's still some impressive acting, even if the crying itself is a filter. What a day and age that we live in.
When you're a boy mom and you know one day some girl will come and snatch up the work of art that you raised to be the perfect man, and then she won't let you come over without calling first. Anyone else feel this way? Those damn future adults, they don't want me having a key to their house and just bust in unannounced, you know? Those adult kids that might be doing private things or, I don't know, come out of the shower without clothes on. How dare they not want me to barge in all of a sudden? I am not a controlling, overbearing parent, I promise.
You're not making a great case for yourself here. You know that, right?
It is confirmed. My son has a girlfriend. Obviously, I hid my own feelings, but I am totally heartbroken.
He's your son. You weren't in a relationship with him. Why make it weird?
Y'all so naughty, it's weird. She's heartbroken because her son isn't her baby boy anymore. Not because she wanted him to catch her getting the laundry. Why do y'all have to be so weird about everything?
What do you mean? This is pretty weird. Being heartbroken about that kind of stuff is weird. Like, of course, like I said before, it can be mixed feelings. Like, oh my god, the kiddos are heading off to college. Oh, they grow up so fast. You know, the child years are past. The house is gonna be a bit empty. Like, that can be very bittersweet in a way. But like being heartbroken about your kids literally growing up and doing well for themselves is kind of a wild reaction. My first husband had a boy mom mother, and that's a big part of why he is my ex. She had zero boundaries. I was his second wife, but mom still bought his underwear. Did she buy like the spicy underwear for him as well? Oh boy. She also would come over without calling, and if we didn't open the door, she would peek in the windows until she found us. That is creepy and overbearing as hell. Like, I would suggest living like in a big apartment instead on like the second or third floor, but maybe having to sell your house because of a mother-in-law isn't a really good thing either. And she found us being intimate more than once, but learned nothing from it. You see, this is what I meant with that other post that was like, oh my god, his future wife won't let me come over unannounced. It's like, yeah, it's probably for good reason. Adult people do adult things sometimes in their adult home when they aren't expecting anyone to barge in because they own their own home. Jesus Christ, I wonder how overbearing this mom was when he was like a teenager and still living at home. Was it a kind of like no locked doors or like put the door off the hinges kind of mom? She would hang on him, kiss him on the lips, and make sure I knew I would never be his number one woman. And he let it continue. Then we bought his grandmother's house, and he let his mom have a key, which she used regularly. Yeah, like having spare keys for family that know boundaries and stuff is perfectly fine, because sometimes it's like, oh my god, I'm on vacation, and it's a bit of an emergency or something happens, or it's like, oh my god, a plumber needs to come in for whatever reason, and it's booked, you know, during a time I'm not home. Having people that you trust with spare keys can be perfectly reasonable. But not like this. Not like this. She is like Mary Barone on Everyone Loves Raymond. No woman will ever be good enough for her perfect son. A man who drinks, does drugs, has verbally and physically abused me, can neither spell nor define fidelity. He has never had to take responsibility for anything because his mother has always literally and figuratively bailed him out. So he hasn't matured past the age of 15 either. Man, this is a great combo. I'm glad to hear that this is your ex. To him, women are merely a convenience. And he is now on wife number 4. I feel so much better getting that out. My husband's mom, however, loves me. She celebrates he found someone who adores him. And she and my father-in-law did a great job of raising a caring, thoughtful, independent man. They are the kind of in-laws people dream of. I am grateful to be a part of their family. That's a very nice, wholesome, happy ending. At least you didn't get stuck with the boy mom and like the forever 15-year-old husband, because that sounds like an absolute nightmare to be stuck in. Glad you got out.
My son is 14 and trying to date. I have rejected 2 so far. They will never be good enough.
Oh my goodness, I'm cracking up. But you are right. Ah, yes indeed. Can you imagine blocking your own son from a successful dating life? Mom of the fucking year. Another mom kissing son picture. That's so great. I'm so glad we have more of those. Happy 8th birthday to my best friend, forever boyfriend, don't say it like that, and the one and only Schmorgen-Glorgen. You light up every room you walk into with your joy, laughter, warmest bear hugs, and your pure, incredible heart. You're the ultimate people person, and your love, kindness, and positive energy are captivating. This is perfectly wholesome and fine, but don't call your son your forever boyfriend. Why would you do that? Can't wait to have a son so he can... when his dad is not acting right. That's great. I'm pretty sure this is like rage bait satire, but it plays pretty well into this theme, doesn't it? When you have 3 boys and 1 girl, so you only deal with 1 female's hormones. What the fuck is that stare, man? What the shit? Also pretty rancid attitude in the household. It's like, oh, you there, my daughter, you're the little hormonal one, aren't you? Why can't you be more like the boys and eat dirt? Why you gotta have hormones? Boys don't have hormones.
It's from the mother of the groom. Now, before we begin, let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? It's cream, not white. Because there seemed to have been some confusion. But anyway, thank you all for being here on my son's special day, my baby boy. And an even more special day for his new bride, Rebecca Lynn. Because she is now married to the greatest man I have ever known.
All right, cool.
Don't worry, his father already knows he's second place and he's okay with it. My son has always been my number one from the day he was born to right now. But I know that I'm no longer his number one. And that's okay. I have to make peace with that. But if I could turn back the clock right now, he would still be breastfeeding. That was a joke. But I will say that the moment I pushed him out in that delivery room after 36 grueling hours of labor and I held him in my arms for the first time, I knew that I would have to give him away one day to another woman and that I would not be ready for it. And I'm not.
Wow, that was
but
great.
That is fine because we love Rebecca Lynn. Rebecca Lynn, please treasure my boy, okay? Because you got big heels to fit. Give him all
she's
the
gonna
love
get so
that he
shanked.
deserves. The love that I have been giving to him the past 32 years. But if he ever drives you crazy, just know you can always give him back to me. Because this mama bear knows a thing or two about crazy. So let us now raise a glass to the happy couple. I love you so much, baby. Okay? Mama love you. What the fuck?
You know, I've been to quite a few weddings in my life at this point, and there's like 1 or 2 speeches that have been like slightly uncomfortable, but nothing bad, you know? It's just like sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable or it goes on tangents that are maybe slightly too personal for a wedding context, you know, that sort of vibe. This, this would absolutely blow anything out of the water. This is the kind of shit I would wake up in a cold sweat from PTSD about. The entire wedding reception would have to go to therapy after this shit. Oh my god. Ooh, what do you guys want for your wedding gift? I don't know, do they have gift cards for the local therapist office? That'd be swell. Calling all my boy moms who stare at them aimlessly because you can't believe this beautiful soul of a human is all yours. That's a little bit possessive, isn't it? Until one day he falls in love with a woman who will never be as good as his mom. Lol, laughing emoji, bye, peace sign. Loving your kids is great. Being obsessive and like preemptively disapproving of every future partner they will ever have and be jealous of them becoming their own adult, that's a bit less healthy, ain't it? Oh, nah, it keeps going. There's also a caption, please. I mean, please tell me I'm not alone. From the day I laid eyes on my golden boy, I knew I was forever wrapped in the boy mom spell. Oh, dear God. I knew he was my new life. My eyes stopped closing the moment he opened his. He is the reason I do everything. To create a life he will never forget. To see a mother who creates an example. And for him to someday seek the same qualities in his future wife. And that's my everyday prayer. No lies. Can you imagine being like a 15-year-old kid and your mom posting cringe like this to TikTok and your classmates finding it when you're like 15? Oh my god, man, I would absolutely crumble in my chair at school, and for pretty good reason. When you raise 3 boys for 28 years and then they break up with you, my 28-year-olds?
They're moving out and getting girlfriends? My little 28-year-old babies? Oh my god, how could they?
Then the caption says, I have truly been blessed. Very mixed messaging, isn't it? Bro, what the frick? My man, heart, lose one and get one even naughtier. Ha 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 ha. His mama might call the loss, though. He know he handsome for real hearts. He beats women, by the way. Just in case y'all thought y'all want him. What are you talking about your kid? Are you raising your kids to beat people up? Okay, wow, parent of the year. Oh, beats women, so I guess the baby be hitting her too then. Oh my god, this is so unhinged, man. This is so unhinged. Twitter, what is happening? Okay, please don't answer that. Twitter is a cesspool. I'm not very surprised to see this there, but dear god, social media was a mistake. At least back in the day, people who were incredibly mentally unwell didn't find an entire community to support their bullshit. What having a boy dog is like when you're a woman. Ooh, we have boy dog moms now. This is great. I mean, this one I can sort of get behind, a little fussy little poop ball. That's a little bit less weird, I suppose. So that's probably fine. The wording is unfortunate though, because now after looking at all the boy moms, you just think of something else. Connerts gas. Oh wait, it's supposed to be Congrats. It's just like a bit zigzaggy. Okay. Connor gas. 4 months, my precious boy has been telling me how he wants to marry me for Mother's Day. And to my surprise, my husband planned just that. New core memory and easily the best Mother's Day surprise. Oh, they even put the plushies on the little chairs there. All right. Yeah, this is a little weird. Like, don't get me wrong. When I was a kid and playing with like my siblings or whatever, sometimes we would have like dinosaurs getting married and stuff when we played, you know. That's fine. Whatever. That's just cute and silly. This gives me a very strange vibe, though. I don't know, man. Like, My son might not hit your little girl, but I sure will. Oh, yeah, if my son doesn't pick up on my abusive tendencies, I'll make sure to bring violence into that household anyway. Isn't that sweet? If my son doesn't hand down the generational trauma, I'll make sure I still do. Hell yes, slay. This will definitely be me. Me, the first time my sweet, beautiful baby boy ever brings a girl home to meet me. Why don't you go back to your home on Island? Yeah, you sloot. You wanna date my son? You filthy heathen. Don't you realize that I am his one and only female? Little man, mommy's new man. I had a little man and broke up with my husband, and now this is my new man who's gonna take my emotional baggage. Woo. Someone bought this within 4 hours. That is unfortunate. r/boy moms. Am I being overdramatic? My mom just showed me a picture of her and my brother doing senior night about to walk, and then she asked me, why do I look like your brother's girlfriend? And then giggled to herself. I don't know if I'm being strange about it, but she sounded like one of those weird-ass boy moms. It caught me really off guard and made me uncomfortable. Am I thinking too much about it? No, you're not. That is weird. Maybe she's just having a hard time coping with the fact that her child is a young man and needed to feel like she's still young and beautiful. A strange comment for sure. It would have been less awkward if she had said, I look like I could be you two's sister. But she might have just been having a moment. I mean, yeah, that would have been more like, ooh, I look like I'd be your big sister, big cousin, or whatever. Like, that would be less weird. Like, the whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing is what makes it kind of creepy. The other stuff, it's fine. Growing old can be uncomfortable, and it's okay to have, like, moments where you're doubting stuff about it or feeling like chapters in your life are closing or whatever, but... yeah, no, you don't have to go that route because of it. It's fine.
There's growing up, so I never got to, like, really see a mother-son dynamic very close up. So now things that I'm experiencing, I'm like, I want to make out with you, I want to marry you, eat you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm like, is that normal? So when I saw that DM come in, I was like, okay, maybe I'm crazy. No, I knew I wasn't, but you sometimes forget that there's other people that are very like-minded, and so to see your thousands of DMs come in, you guys are like, meet me at the altar, baby, tiny boyfriend gang. I'm like, these are my girls. So just nice to know that you guys are there and we're all on the same page. Anyway, it's just so funny. No, it's all in good fun, but tiny boyfriend club forever. I'm the president, baby.
Huh?
Tiny boyfriend to toxic mother-in-law pipeline. This, something weird about a mom who resents her son his whole life, yet takes ownership over him as an adult. I think you can guess what my relationship is like with my mother-in-law. I feel like this is one of those contexts where you can like do a little bit of a gender swap to realize how incredibly weird it sounds. Like, oh yeah, my little girl, my little girlfriend, she's 7, but I'm gonna walk her up that altar. Oh yes, my little sweet sugar pie. Yeah, it's not great, is it? When you suddenly remember that your sons will go to their wife's family for the holidays because you're the grandma on the dad's side. Disgusting. Puh. My little big guy came home yesterday. He was attached to me for most of the night, arms around me at dinner and brushing my hair out of my face, double clutching my neck in the spa and kissing my face over and over. He stands outside the toilet and says through the door, "I love you, Mama." At bedtime, we lay down for a snuggle. He gently moves my fringe off my face and tucks it in behind my ears. He kisses my forehead and says, "You are my lifeblood, my creator, my whole universe, the best mama I could ever wish for. I love you more than anything." And then everyone in the Starbucks clapped. I got a feeling this didn't happen. This is like when political weirdos on Twitter are like, "My 3-year-old wrote this poem about Trump." It's like, no, your 3-year-old didn't write a poem about Trump. I look at him with welled-up eyes and respond. I then ask him if he's okay, and he responds, "I missed you the most this week. It was really hard for me." Some days and week are so hard. The countless times I have considered just giving up because dealing with the other half just has no end in sight. But then this little angel shows up, and the love he gives and the love he ignites within me keeps me fighting another day. My darling boy, you are a dream, you're magic, you're so special, you're my miracle. I can't imagine loving anything more. I mean, I would say half of this post is probably just creative writing. That didn't happen. The other half sounds a little bit weird, like you're pushing, your emotional well-being on your kids. Like if you're having a tough time, you're letting your kids, who sound like genuine sweethearts, kind of be there to comfort you, which like comforting in a family can be fine, but putting your mental health and emotional load on your kids is also not the way to be a parent. There are other ways to like talk to people about this, other adults or a professional or whatever. This isn't your kid's responsibility. So this post, even though that's not explicitly stated, it gives me sort of that vibe, which is very uncomfortable. Now taking applications for little man's first girlfriend. Requirements: must love little sleepies as much as we do. Oh yes, indeed. Look at that. He's like 6 months old or whatever. Arranged marriage, baby. Yeah. Agreed. This is weird. Disqualifications: people who obviously can't take a joke. Okay, can't say a thing without someone having a problem. You can enjoy all the jokes you want. Not everyone has your sense of humor. Haha, let's honest, the only girl he'll ever be allowed to love is his mama and sister. Oh, that's from the author. That's not good. Reading the comments definitely gave me that feeling. Facebook parenting, isn't it a beautiful thing? Oh, that can be a video. Parenting according to Facebook. Oh my god, that would be so cursed. Oh, we can purchase boy mom signs. This is the next merch idea. You're sick of plushies? Look out for my custom boy mom signs. Boy mom, less drama than girls, but harder to keep alive. Home is where my boys are. Okay, that's kind of cute. That one isn't all bad. Girl mom, she's either my best friend or Satan. What? In my boy mom era. Oof. Great. Hashtag boy mom. Don't put this on your car. Don't know. Sorry girls, I only love video games and my mom. And the title is Boys Valentine's Day Kids Video Games Funny Gamer Valentine's shirt. Why would you buy this for Valentine's? I mean, if you're like above the age of consent, this shirt is definitely like 100% preventative measure. Okay, so that's like a good thing if that's what you're going for. Otherwise, why the hell would you have this as a Valentine gift? Who exactly is buying this for who? Happy 20th to my baby. I think the look on my face says it all. Thank you for showing me what love at first sight was and what being a mama was all about. I tripped and fell many times. You were always there to pick me back up and tell me it was okay. That doesn't sound like a load you should put on your kids. You were my first, and I was so scared I would mess up. Slowly, I learned all you need is love. The rest would fall into place. We learned together. I couldn't be more thankful. Thank you for loving me when I got it wrong and working through all the things we have been through. You have been the man of our house for many years. That sounds like parentification, and did a damn good job. I couldn't be more proud of the young man you have become, and although you'll always be my baby, I will enjoy every second of watching you grow into the best man I always knew you could be. Love you to the moon and back, my baby. You will always be. Okay, at least they're allowing their kid to grow up or whatever, but there are a couple of red flags in here. I hope it's just really cringy, creative, poetic writing and not like actually what I think it is. I'm hoping for that, and then I'll sleep soundly.
Today is the first day of Rocco's junior year and the first day of Taylor's senior year. Oh, who is Taylor, you ask? Just the girl that my son has been dating for 2.5 years. That is 30 months, y'all. That is 1,314,001.44 minutes, which is quite a lot for this mom. People used to tell me that I'd be absolutely terrible to the girls Rocco brought home, and I was like, what? I'm a barrel of laughs. I own so much skincare and makeup. I'm a girl's girl. But I knew what they meant. This is Rocco, my boy, my love, the most handsome, kind-hearted man-child that God ever created. I could stare at him for hours. Sometimes I smell his shirts before I throw them in the washing machine. And then I was like, okay, I get what they're saying. But Taylor can tell you, I'm a trooper. I have added her onto our Life 360 so I can make sure they are never alone. I have made her a chore list since she's at my house so much, and I sit directly between them on the couch. I'm pretty sure she adores me. So please take a moment to wish them a good school year. The one on the left, which is the broad shoulders, the perfect face, the good hair, and the adorable smile, and the one with the clever comebacks. The heart of gold, the hilarious sense of humor, and the outgoing personality, charisma of his mother is Rocco. The other one is Taylor. Oh wow, that's that sort of gave Taylor the short end of the stick. Oh, this amazing piece of handcrafted, godly piece of over here's Taylor or whatever. Bruh. I sit between them on the couch, and I added her to my tracking app. Oh my god, and you posted this publicly and proudly, like, look, oh no. No. Photoshop edit and requests. Hello, can you make my hair less frizzy or more curly, like in the other pics I attached with my normal hair? Anything would help. Also, sun was in my eyes. Just anything would be a great help. Thanks so much in advance. Oh, I thought this was like the girlfriend posing first, but that's the mom with his son that's doing like high school football. Alright, yeah, it's not the worst thing I've seen on the subreddit, to be fair, but the pics very much give like a more GF sort of vibe, which is a little bit weird. I will rock him to sleep until he's married. I don't care. His wife can sleep train him. Oh yes, indeed. Just dumping the man who wasn't allowed to mature past the age of 5 on the future wife. Isn't that just sweet, wholesome stuff? Preparing your family for the future. Hell yeah. Thank you all so much for checking in on this video. I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed having you here. Make sure to check out the hoodies and the Halloween plushies. Link in the description here for a limited time only. And have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. Mwah.